Stampers, and welcome to a Monday evening edition of Make It Monday. I'm your host, Laura Buechler of Inkyfingers Papercrafting. I'm so happy to be here creating and sharing my love of creativity with you because 3 reasons. Creativity is fun, creativity is good for us, and creativity is for everyone. I'm excited to see who's going to join us on a Monday evening edition. We're going to be making a beautiful card together, and don't forget to stick around till the end of the video where we're going to be giving away this card to one lucky winner. So let's get started. Let's zoom on in to those beautiful cards, and I'm going to be showing you something awesome. Oh my goodness, Stevie, don't forget, I forgot Stevie, but he is still here. He is still here, and he's going to make sure that I don't forget him at the end of the show, right? Right, Stevie? If he forgives me. He's mad. You know, maybe it's a different time of day. I'm all discombobulated, right? All right, so here is our beautiful card that we are going to make. This is cased from Michelle St. Pierre Sturgeon. I believe she's in Ontario, Canada, and she demonstrated this card for us at Onstage, which is a convention for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. Now, we are using the Hearts and Hugs bundle, and I want to get your votes today. Whether you are watching live or on the replay, tell me what stamp you want me to use for our next Hearts and Hugs card, okay? Are we going to use the cute little mouse? Are we going to use these adorable walruses? Are we going to use the adorable badgers? Or are we going to use, I think this is a hamster. Other people have said maybe gerbil or something else. I don't know. We're going to say hamster. So mouse, walruses, badgers, or hamster. Let me know what you think, okay? What you would like me to make next. So this is what we're going to make today. And it is very, very simple. It involves very little stamping, and it involves a fair bit of die cutting. We're also going to do some blending. So let me grab a little piece of grid paper to put under my project to protect. And I'm going to start with one of my blending brushes. I've put a label on this one. It's always going to be blue. And I've got my balmy blue ink. And we're going to just create a lovely little blended sky background. Let's see. Okay. Now, this is actually even a little bit more intense than I was imagining, I think, because I just refilled my ink pad the other day. But that's okay. However light or dark you want to make it is just fine. There's my blended background. And I'm just going to rub off some of the ink here and then blend it a little bit more. Just make it look however you want it to look. All right. When you make a card, you're the boss of that card. All right. So quite a lot darker than the card I made with the same ink pad last week, because that was an almost empty ink pad, and this is a full ink pad. No problem. The sky is always blue. Dark blue, light blue. I guess at night it's dark, black. Unless the northern lights are there, then it's different colors again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assemble these 3 pieces together. So I want my adhesive, my silicone sheet, and I want my Stamp and Seal adhesive. Oh dear, this one's almost empty too. There we go. Trying to get into the new habit of only putting adhesive in the corners instead of all the way around. And definitely when you are using high quality adhesive like the Stamp and Seal, you can do that. Especially if you are making cards, which is what I primarily do. Oh, there we go. Empty. When you see that big red strip there, that means it's empty. I'm going to grab a new one. so we can refill. All right, so as I was saying, I make cards. Cards don't have to last forever. If you're doing scrapbooking or memory keeping, you're going to definitely want to use really good high quality adhesive. And as a scrapbooker, you've probably heard terms like acid-free, lignin-free, etc., which all Stampin' Up! Products are. And you may decide that you want to put adhesive all around your pieces instead of just on the corners like I'm doing for a card, because you want that scrapbook to last for generations, right? But if you're making a card, you really only need adhesive around the corners. Okay, there is our card, and now we need to do some die cutting. So I have got my Hearts and Hugs bundle, and I'm going to be using this die, this great big banner. I'm going to be using all of these little flowers, and I'm going to be using these cute little stems. Let's get my beautiful little mini machine in here. There we go. I'm going to start with my flowers. Okay, so I can fit my little banner right here. Hopefully everyone can see that okay. Oh, I could move that. Oh, look at that. I could move it right there. Okay, so I'm going to cut 3 peach flowers and 1 freesia to start. And we'll add some more. I've got 4 colors that I'm using for the flowers today. We've got peach pie, fresh freesia, and soon you'll see me add berry burst and blueberry bushel. So lots of delicious, yummy colors, right? That's what we love. Okay, I'm going to cut another fresh freesia one, and I'm going to cut a blueberry and 2 berry burst. We need 9 flowers altogether. Oh, I see we've got a couple viewers. Throw me a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm curious to see if we'll get different people watching today from who usually watches my afternoon lives, or if it will be the same people tuning in at a different time of day. Always exciting to see people tune in, whether near or far, afternoon or evening, old viewers, new viewers, familiar faces. Always a good time. I just spent 3 days at a friend's house on the Lower Mainland, having an amazing crafty time with several of my friends, and it was absolutely fantastic. So that's why I did not go live. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's why I didn't go live in the afternoon. I did technically get home before my weekly live time, but it would have meant that I would need to get home, get all my craft supplies unpacked, and be ready and combobulated in time for my live in about 20 minutes. And I feel like that has no chance of succeeding, right? So I decided instead to go live in the evening, and that would have a much better chance of turning out successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Got a nice color combination, and I've cut a few extra flowers that I can put into my bundle case. I have a little plastic bag here. You can see I saved it from some other purpose. And I'm going to put my extra flowers in there, and I can use those next time. Next time I feel like making a card with this beautiful bundle. Okay, there is a little bit more die cutting I need to do, and that is the stems. But actually, before I die cut the stems, I want to show you, I'm going to use Granny Apple Green for the stems, and I'm going to use some adhesive sheet. This is available from Stampin' Up. It comes in a package of 6 by 12 inch sheets, and it is a lifesaver. If you are doing anything with, oh, there's my little intricate dies like this, you're going to want to use your adhesive sheet. And here is a sheet of the adhesive sheet that I already, I cut this piece off. And I wanted to show you, because I needed, this is 1.5 inches, maybe 1.75 inches tall. So I cut my strip of adhesive to match the size of the cardstock. And I could have done that in a way that set myself up for failure. Again, let me show you. If I had cut my adhesive sheet at 1.25 inches or 1.75 inches even, line it up here and cut like so, I would have missed that crucial line on the backing that's going to help me peel the backing off. See that? If I cut that at 1.75 inches, that line is at 2, and I would have missed it altogether, right? And I would have had no line on my adhesive, and it would have been so hard to get it off. So instead, I cut it this way across. And because I cut it this way across, now I have 2 lines on my backing, and that will make it easy to take the backing off. Let me show you what I mean. I've got my take your pick tool handy. What I want to do is fold along that line and start wiggling so that the backing is starting to come off by itself. So this is the backing that I'm peeling off with my thumb. This part here that I'm pointing to but not touching, that's the sticky. And I want to not touch it. So sticky all the way around here. I'm going to put that right down onto my cardstock and try not to touch it at all. Okay. And then this part still has backing on it. This part's stuck down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just start like pushing it along. Look at that. The backing's coming right off. Marvelous. And can you see what's going to happen? It's going to stick right down, right where I want it as the backing comes off. Ta-da! Marvelous, right? If I have any trouble with that, I can use the take your pick tool to lift up the backing and pull it down. There we go. So that's how you apply your adhesive. First of all, try to cut it so that you have lines so you can take the backing off easily. And then peel it down the way I showed you so that you won't have to touch the sticky. Because believe me, it's heckin' sticky. And then you'll get sticky, and then you'll get sticky all over everything you touch, and it's a pain. So you got your cardstock with your adhesive on the back. Flip it so that the adhesive is on the platform, and then you're going to cut out your stems or whatever other intricate die you happen to be using. For this particular project, I need to cut 3 of these stems. So there we go. We got 1, and we can leave it right on there while we cut the next 2. I have some good news for you, by the way, about bundles and die cutting machines. Just found out this news a couple of days ago, and it's going to be in my newsletter tomorrow. If you're a subscriber, you'll be getting that in your inbox tomorrow morning. The bundle that I'm currently using, Hearts and Hugs, and this beautiful machine will both be 10% off. In the case of the bundle, an additional 10% off starting on June 5th, which is what? Wednesday, and all through the month of June. All stamp and die bundles and all die cutting machines are going to be 10% off for that time frame. Isn't that awesome? So if you've been putting off buying one of these machines, or if there's a bundle that you have your eye on, this is great news for you, because now you're going to be able to get it at a discount. Now, bundles are always 10% off, right? We all know that. If you buy the stamp and the coordinating die together as a bundle at the same time, then they're going to be 10% cheaper than if you bought them separately. But during the month of June, you're going to get an additional 10% off those stamp and die bundles. So that is a 20% savings. That's super awesome, right? And look at that. We used up our adhesive sheet. I'm going to just tear that like that. Now this needs to go in the garbage because that adhesive sheet isn't recyclable, and this can go back in my scraps pile to be used another day. Awesome, right? This seems like a good time to tell you that if you are enjoying the video, if you're learning something, if you're appreciating the tips, please go ahead and share. That helps the Facebook algorithm to show the Make It Monday videos to more people and lets everybody know what a fun time we have together here on Make It Monday. So I'm once again using my amazing Take Your Pick tool to pop out the little centers of these flowers. Aren't they adorable? I have a weak spot for dies that do die cutting and embossing at the same time, and they've sure become more plentiful in the past few years. Even these stems, there we go, or more accurately, the leaves. Look at the little embossing on those leaves. Isn't that stinking cute? Whew. All right, so we've also got our banner here. Just trying to clean up some of the mess so that I don't end up losing things. That's never a good sign. Okay, so this banner is the only thing that we're going to end up stamping. We are going to stamp Sending Birthday Hugs. This is a fun set with lots of cute little sentiments. I love the one that says, sending a big hug so it's there when you need it. That's awfully sweet. Now, don't forget to let me know which of those animals you would like me to use on the next time that I use Hearts and Hugs for a video. You can vote for the mouse, the walruses, the badgers, or the hamster. And we'll see which one gets the most votes. All right, so I've got my Memento Black ink pad. And I'm going to ink that up and stamp right in the center. Sending Birthday Hugs. Very cute. Okay. There we go. Now, I believe we are ready to assemble this beautiful card. So I'm going to start by grabbing my snips and cutting off just one of these little flowers. Then I'm going to grab a little silicone mat. I always want to have that nearby if things are getting sticky, which they definitely will with these adhesive sheets. Now that you see how teeny tiny these little flowers and stems are, you're thinking, oh, thank goodness we put that adhesive sheet on, right? I know I am. So here's me using the Take Your Pick to peel off that backing. And I'm going to start over from the right-hand side for no better reason than I'm right-handed. There we go. We got one little stem, and we're going to just keep going. Keep going with that. I'm going to put this little one with 2 next. There we go. I'm going to put that up a little higher. And then I'm going to do this one that's got 3. And then I'm going to put that one a little bit lower. And then I've got this one that's just a teeny tiny little one. And I'm going to put that one right at the end here, of course. Okay. So there's our little stems. And I'm going to put my banner up on mini dimensionals. And then we'll get to put all these beautiful flowers onto the stems. Okay, there we go. Sending birthday hugs. Okay. So cute, right? I love it. Okay, so flowers. I am kind of picky, and I feel like these have a right side and a wrong side. Tell me if you think you can see the difference. I'm going to flip these all over so that I'm looking at the wrong side, because of course that's where I'm going to apply the adhesive. And to attach them to the card, I'm going to use a combination of mini dimensionals and glue dots. I'm not going to use my Stampin' Seal at all because they're tiny. All right, so I'm going to start with a glue dot. I'm going really random here in my colors. We'll see how it works out. And then I'm going to do a dimensional. Hey, Lena. Hey, thanks for tuning in, friend. There we go with a dimensional. And then I'm going to do a dimensional again. Then I'm going to do a glue dot. You'll notice too that some of the flowers are bigger than others. So you could pay attention to that if you wanted to, and put the bigger ones on the larger stems or whatever you might like to do. I didn't do that. I just wung it, friends. I'm gonna put this one over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put dimensional and dimensional. And as you might guess, the blue goes there and the peach goes there. And this one goes on a glue dot. Oh, I kind of missed the glue dot there. Oh, it coax it into the right place. There we go. And this one's going to go on a dimensional. All right, so that's looking freaking cute. We are going to add one more touch. What do we always like to add to our cards? We're going to add some bling. I have got here the adhesive-backed sparkle gems. They are silver and black, and I believe that's technically a champagne color rather than a gold. And they are super, super pretty and elegant, and we're going to put some in the centers of our flowers. I'm just going to put 3. 3 is just kind of a magical number when it comes to to bling, right? So I'm going to pop this one on here. Ooh, that is so sparkly and fun. You could put any embellishments, really, and it's going to look fabulous. Let me put that one there. And then I think here. There we go. There's our beautiful card. It's all finished. Okay, let me clear some space so that there's room for everybody's favorite shark to come on back in here and tell us who won last week's card. And while I'm clearing some space, make sure that if you want to win this adorable card, you go ahead and share the video, and that will put your name in the draw for next week, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner, right? Okay. I think Stevie is ready for his entrance. Here we go. Stevie, I'm so sorry I forgot you at the beginning. I know, you're really mad. I know, I'm not always a great boss. I try my best. Okay, so Stevie, will you please tell us, even though you're mad, will you still please tell us who won last week's card? You're the best, plain and simple. Who won? Maury! Yay! All right. Congratulations, Maury. Thank you so much for sharing this video last week. I will be sending you this card in the mail. And don't forget, if you missed last week's video, you can go back and have a look at it. And if you want to win this week's card, just go ahead and share the video. Leave me a comment so that I know you've shared, because Facebook doesn't always tell me. Facebook likes to just keep its secrets from everyone except itself. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me for Make It Monday at a new time. Next week, we're going to go back to our usual time of 1:30 in the afternoon. And don't forget to leave your vote about which creature we should use next time I showcase the Hearts and Hugs bundle. In the meantime, remember that creativity is fun, creativity is good for us, and creativity is for everyone. And if you want to hop over to the inkyfingers.ca webpage, you can shop all the supplies that I've shown in today's card. And you can also find more project tutorials, my events calendar for in-person and virtual events, the current catalog, and the sign up for my email newsletter. I look forward to crafting with you soon. Have a great day and happy stamping. Bye-bye.